Hey guys, and welcome back to Heal and Laughter Lounge with your girl Nell. And this is episode 3. And this episode is called Installing Confidence in Our Girls. So I have a guest here. Her name is Peyton. And I just want to tell you how me and this young lady met. So I met her about 14 years ago. Right. It was wintertime, and I actually bumped into her about 14 years ago, right? And it's been history ever since. Okay, guys, Peyton is my daughter. So I have Peyton on my podcast today to talk about being a teenager, a young lady with confidence, things she worry about, boys, getting accepted into early college, high school, and also about her healing journey. Hi, Peyton.
Hey,
How are you today?
I'm good.
Welcome to Heal and Laughter Lounge with Nell. I'm glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Oh my gosh, are you?
Yeah.
Because I'm like super excited right now. So let's talk. Let's have some girl talk like we normally do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you into these days besides TikTok?
I like cheer.
Cheering? Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I like playing games, like video games.
Okay, what video game is currently has your attention right now?
Call of Duty and Block Blast.
Okay, so I do like Black Blast. You did hit me on to that. It is an interesting game. As far as Call of Duty, I suck. I'm terrible. I be shooting at the air and not at the people. You're good at gaming. You are good at cheering. I know you enjoy it because you like dancing and you love music. So, okay. I like that. That was a good answer. What's your favorite subject in school right now?
Currently, my favorite subject is ELA,
And what does ELA stand for?
English Language Arts.
So why do you like it? Tell me more.
ELA, like, I like our assignments. Like, we get to write about ourselves, people around us. Like, it's like basically being self-aware.
Oh, self-awareness.
Yeah, and
I love that.
I like typing, expressing myself in different ways, formats, in any way I can. So,
Okay.
yeah, writing is something I like to do.
I love that. I like to write myself. Do you like to write like poetry or you just like to write period?
Not really poetry, but like essays and yeah,
Essays?
yeah, like slideshows, presentations,
Oh,
that type of stuff.
okay. So, are you different at school than you are at home?
Yeah.
In what way? Tell me all the.
I don't really like know, but like here, I'm not around as much people.
Okay. Do you be cussing?
Yeah.
Oh, you be saying like bad words?
Not bad, unless like I'm arguing with somebody, which rarely happens.
So you be using mother.
Yeah.
Oh my God, where did you learn such language? Where did you learn that language from?
The people around me.
Me. Okay. Yeah. See, let me tell you something. We real around here. I be cussing, but I haven't used that word in a minute. I say shit a lot. Damn. Damn and shit. Shit and damn. Okay, and how do you see yourself? Like, if somebody was to be like, Peyton, tell me how you see yourself. Like, example, do you see yourself as being kind?
I feel like I'm a phenomenal person.
Okay.
Brilliant learner.
Hey.
Can it be like bad things? Not bad things, but like.
Just say what you need to say.
I feel like I'm sensitive.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but it's like not the most positive.
Well, we'll talk about that because it can work. What else?
I'm a good listener.
Okay.
Like, with problems if needed.
But tell me what you believe.
I'm a great person.
Okay. What makes you a great person? A lot of people say they're great, but what great things do you do?
I'm very patient.
Okay.
Very forgiving.
Okay.
Because only God knows how much I forgive.
Okay.
Understanding.
Okay, so let's go back to the forgiving part. What have you forgiven?
Like people that hurt me, I felt not hurt, but
like hurt you, make you sad.
Yeah, my feelings.
Okay.
I would say I give them a lot of chances. Like I'll be like, well, maybe you won't do it again. I give them a chance to redeem themselves.
Right.
But sometimes, well, I took notice that people take advantage of that.
Okay.
Once they show you their true colors, you kind of gotta believe that's who they are.
You just have to believe that's who they are, right?
Yeah, even if you don't want to.
Yeah, and sometimes that hurts your feelings. Right? When you find out people who are who they are.
Yeah.
Right? And do you know what boundaries are?
Yes.
Okay, what is your definition of boundaries?
Like people knowing their limits when it comes to you.
Okay, and have you created those limits with people that have hurt your feelings that you even forgave, but have you like created a boundary with them so they probably can't do that anymore or can't approach you in a way? Or is that something that you're still working on?
I would say I attempted but haven't like stood my ground on it. So yeah.
So why not? Why do you feel you haven't stood your ground on it?
Cause I hate like the thought of me like being mean. I can't imagine myself like being mean to somebody. So like I just let them hurt me.
Okay. So it's a lesson, right? Sometimes we have to be mean. And it's not even being mean. It's about standing up for yourself, right? So we can't be afraid to speak up and say, hey, that hurt me. And this is about like the second or third time you've done the same thing. So I have to give you some type of consequence. Meaning that I can't talk to you about this anymore. You can't approach me like this anymore because that hurts my feelings. And if we're friends, if we're family, we should care about one another's feelings. So don't hurt yourself to appease other people. Okay? When we do that, we shrink ourselves. Right? And then you start to hurt more and can't rest. Right?
Yes.
Because you're letting them walk all over you. So boundaries is something that's important that we have to establish. And you're right, it is hard to stand on those things. But after a while, you get tired of getting your feelings hurt. And you don't even care if you being mean or not. Because you're tired of it.
Sick.
But you don't want to get to that point.
Yeah.
So creating boundaries. And best thing to start off is say, hey, I don't like that you did that. I need you to stop doing that. The right people will understand. That's how you know who's in your life and who's going to be in your circle for a long time. So we're going to work on healthy boundaries and just staying committed to those things.
Okay.
It's challenging, but it is possible. So how is your friend group? How would you describe your friends? Like, are they real friends? Are there some friends that you just tell certain things to? Like, how do you do friends? Do you consider your friends a safe space?
It's certain friends that I do consider a safe space, like 3 of them. But it's other friends that I do care for, but not care enough to let them know everything I got going on.
And it's also best to keep some things to yourself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people can talk and not realize, I forgot Peyton told me not to say that. And next thing you know, your business in the streets. So it's best to have your confidant should be you, me, dad, right? Yeah. And first and foremost, who?
Myself.
God. Let's talk about something fun. Boys. Oh. Yes. Have you had any crushes? Well, last year going into this year?
Yeah.
Oh, she's cheesy, y'all. She can't even help it. She like, yeah. Okay. How is that going for you right now?
I currently do not have a crush.
Yeah.
It's kind of at the end of the road. At the end of the... Yeah, that's where it's at.
Oh, damn. And that's okay because, let me tell you something. When you get to high school, you ain't even going to be thinking about the boys that you had a crush on.
I feel like that.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a different experience. Not just with boys, because you know how I feel.
In life.
just life being a high schooler, ninth grade. How do you feel about getting accepted into the early college high school program? Listen, y'all, I am so proud of her because it was looking kind of looking kind of bleak, but we made it by God's grace. So how do you feel about that? Because I'm excited for you. How do you feel about getting accepted into such a really good program?
Actually, like excited because I've been wanting to go to this school for a while now.
Yeah, you have.
People in my family have went to the school and graduated.
Yeah.
And I feel like this school is really good for what I want to do in the future. I am currently interested in real estate.
Okay.
And hopefully, like if that doesn't work out, I want to work in the medical field as an OBGYN.
Oh, you want to deliver those babies?
Yeah.
That's exciting. I want to do something in that field too. So I love that. You want to deliver big headed babies. God bless you. All right, so let's tap into how we feel about confidence.
Okay.
Do you feel that you are confident?
Yeah.
On the inside?
Yeah.
And outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel that you're beautiful?
Yeah.
You feel that you're enough?
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're worthy of good things?
Very much so.
Oh, I love that. Has there been a time when you didn't feel so confident?
No, but like, yeah.
Okay.
Like my mindset has changed a lot. So
Okay.
I'm not really sure. But I feel like I haven't always thought like this at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel over time it has gotten better.
Yeah.
Your confidence, you feel good about paying.
Yeah.
Good. I like to hear that. So let's talk about healing because Mommy's podcast is about healing and laughter. How do the two coincide, right? Well, sometimes laughter is the best medicine. Sometimes after you cry, you want to watch something funny or watch a funny video, or at least I do. Or sometimes, child, you done been so crying so much you done went to sleep. But the best thing for me to get out of the funk is to watch something.
I don't really like do anything. I probably get on Black Blast or TikTok.
Something to keep your mind.
Being like focused.
Yeah. See, my mind focus is laughing. Yours is probably like, let me play a game, like do some moving around and thinking, right? Last thing I want to do is think. I want to just laugh and act like nothing happened. So, have you been on a healing journey as a 14-year-old? Because, when mommy and dad got divorced, that was hard for you, right?
Yeah.
And do you mind expressing to us how that made you feel? Going through that at such a young age?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
All right. And how old were you?
7. I was
Yeah,
7.
7. Okay. Well, how did you feel when you heard the news, when we talked to you about that?
Well, it was like a different mixture of emotions. Cause I was like worried, like, dang, where are we gonna go? Sad, cause like, I feel like no kid wants to grow up in a broken home.
Right.
And the things that were going on was just like very like unhealthy. But when I was 7, I didn't really know as much. So I thought like, oh, they doing this just to make me mad. Like, I didn't think y'all had no real problems going on until I found out.
Okay.
So, like, I would ask y'all, why do y'all get divorced? But I had to wait till I was, like, older to find out.
Yeah, to understand a little bit more. Yeah.
So I thought y'all just did it to do it and that y'all didn't care about us for in a way.
I'm sorry you made you feel that way.
Yeah.
We loved you guys very much, still do. But we have to remember that grown-up things do affect children, such as divorce, a breakup, separation. And you said something, the fear of where do we go now? How does this work for us?
Yeah.
Are we going to stay in the same school? Are you still going to see your dad? Are you still gonna be around? Other family members. Did it make you nervous?
To a certain extent, but like I know how secure y'all was over us and that y'all wouldn't let nothing bad happen to us. And we are close with our family, so I don't think that would have been a big thing. So yeah.
So how do you feel about all these things now? Have you felt like have you healed through those? Because we went to counseling and stuff, and how did you get over it? Are you over it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I see it like way differently.
Okay.
Because like I found out, and not only that, because like over time it was like fine the week to week. It was like different though, but when you got used to it, you realize it wasn't that bad. Like the divorce and stuff.
Because you got two of everything?
No, but kind of we enjoyed the best of both worlds, but instead of like money and stuff, it was like quality time. Like we still got to be with both parents and stuff.
Yeah.
But now I see it as two people who loved each other at a point, but just went their separate ways. And I'm not mad at y'all for that, cause y'all both doing your own thing. Y'all both got it going on.
No.
So I kind of feel like what it was. If y'all would have stayed together, I feel like y'all wouldn't be where y'all are. Like the mindset y'all are currently in.
Look at you watching, and you are correct. Sometimes breakups, divorce, and stuff is you're better off, and it's a healthier decision to stay and let the kids hear fighting and arguing, and fussing. That does not create a place of peace, and it doesn't feel safe because sometimes you're walking into something and you do not know what's going to happen. And it's very important as parents to mind what we do in front of our kids because they're watching and it's going to shape them. So we have to be mindful of fighting in front of our children, arguing in front of our kids. We should reserve that time when kids are sleeping or when they're gone. And at times, let's be real, it is challenging to do that because when emotions are high, you're in the moment. And sometimes we don't always think about the kids. I was guilty of that too. Not thinking about the kids get here because I'm just so angry. But being separated and being on my own has helped me grow and realize that kids need to be in a safe environment. It should be peaceful when they get home. And you should feel good and want to come home. I love coming home. And I love now that the fact that my kids like coming to our home. And it's peaceful here. It's quiet. Sometimes the kids say it's too quiet. But they consider it boring over here. Hey, do the best I can. So, Peter, as a 14-year-old young lady, do you have any advice for young girls? What have you learned on your 14-year journey? Because you are coming into teenagerhood, and it's a weird time.
Very much so.
Right? And it's like, I'm a teenager, but what does that mean? Right? So, what advice would you give girls? Do you have anything when it comes down to friendships? When it comes down to keeping your business here? Like, what would you tell your friend?
As far as like your business,
Yes, please.
not everybody needs to know. I know like peer pressure is a thing. Like, oh, just tell me. I don't tell nobody. Don't tell them.
Yeah.
I would say really focus on yourself. Boys are not essential, which is something I had to learn. They're not really essential, something that you need to get by.
Preach. She's listening to me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Please focus on your schoolwork, especially in this type of time. You're heading into high school, graduating 8th grade. That's a big deal.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. Not only like be like yourself. Like don't be the image other people want you to be, because that's very unhealthy Like, people put stuff into your head. Oh, I gotta look this way. I gotta feel this way.
Do you think it's because of like TikTok and Instagram sometimes of how people are dressing, getting all the views, all the likes? Is that a thing?
Not for me specifically, but other people. Like, they'll see a girl and be like, oh, I wish I had this. So, yeah, I feel like
They
they
start to
do.
compare.
Yeah, they play a role.
Yeah, and we just can't compare ourselves to nobody because sometimes the internet, most of it is not real. It's not real. It is people doing stuff for likes,
Views.
for views, for subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Is we have to treat it as entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all fun, but my real life is I'm actually touching my heart. I'm actually with my family. I'm actually in the house. Sometimes we get caught up. I think a lot of teenagers get caught up with the internet. Shoot, the adults too. But it's so much out there that you could get a hold to it that you can watch. Have you been peer pressure into like sex?
This is safe space?
Yes, always.
No. I have. Well, I have got asked, but I know my worth and I know my age, most importantly. And I don't want to be doing anything like that anytime soon.
Good. Okay. So, you told the young ladies to be themselves.
Yeah,
Don't get caught up in the internet.
not at all.
Focus on grades, right? Because if you're 14, 8th grade, you're most likely going to the 9th grade.
Hopefully.
Yes, you are.
If you take my advice.
Girl.
Talk about the girls. They take my advice.
They take advice. So, how do you feel about me doing a podcast?
I feel like it's great.
It's great because I like to talk.
A lot. But I love that for you because I feel like you're very wise and you come from a good place.
Thanks.
And you speak volumes.
I speak volumes. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And yeah, you can install confidence even in the people your age.
My age?
Like,
what you said? I mean, wait a minute.
I mean, like, your people's.
My generation.
Yeah, I feel like, well, you are grown, but I feel you have a different view on things. Like, people think one way, I feel like you think another. So, a podcast is like a good way to let your voice be heard, which it needs to.
Thank you, Pay. That made me feel super. I couldn't express another word. I love you.
I love you too.
And I thank you for talking to me.
You're very much
Thank
welcome.
you for being honest.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being beautiful.
Always.
Being enough.
Always.
She is a very good girl. But she's a teenager.
Okay.
Sometimes she don't want to be bothered. I'm like, dang. But you know, teenagers now, and they grow up so fast. So cherish the moments. Make sure that you're talking to your daughters and your sons. My son is going to be on the next episode with me, and that guy he's an interesting dude, just like Payda's an interesting girl. So I'm excited to have him here. But Payda, I thank you for taking time out of your busy TikTok schedule to join me.
Thank you.
With this podcast. And guys, thank you so much for listening. It was cool talking to her and asking her questions. I'm still getting started, so we still a little, getting the tweaks out. But guys, thank you so much for listening. This is Heal and Laughter Lounge, and my special guest was
Peyton.
And guys, you take care, and until the next time, peace.